Good morning and welcome to Mr. Boo. I am Mr. Boo. So I'm back from work, and yes, my hair is completely different. Well, how did you cut your hair at work? I don't understand. Well, it was Halloween and it was a really rough day at work, and one of the guys that I work with was like, "You know what? We should do mullets." So yeah, it lasted for a day until I cut the back. Now I just need to wait on my barber to finish up the rest so I don't look like I have a toupee on my head. Until then, you're just gonna live with it, okay? So hey, look, we got some toys. What is all this? What is all this? Let's see. That will help me get a couple of the bolts out that are still stuck that I don't want to completely strip. This thing literally arrived in a day and a half after I ordered it. I'm very, very impressed with how quickly they got it to me. Look at this thing. I don't know if you can... Yep, you can. That is absolutely stunning. So it's a forged clutch fork. That is stunning. I love it. I wish I actually seen it on a daily basis. Okay. The media should be in here as it is. Okay, so got it on the scale, and then I'm just gonna add media. Oh gosh, that stuff stinks. So there we are. I'm at 4.8 pounds. I want to go ahead and toss this in here just to see, because this is like pretty bad, just to see what it will do. Let's get her started. All right, guys, it's the next day. The tumbler has tumbled, and we're going to see how she did. Mr. Toupee Man here. I'm going to pull them all out and clean them. A sim should be on his way. So these turned out really, really good. That is the old, and that is the new. These are the strut bolts. This is obviously the adjustable one. This is obviously the adjustable one. And these ones I hammered out. Those are so that those ends are completely rounded off. So I'm going to replace those. But yeah, I am very, very, very pleased with how these turned out. And you know, all of these factory bolts combined paid for that tumbler. So I'm super pleased with it. Now, while we wait for a seam, I'm going to go ahead and use my new extractor sockets and try to get those two that are stuck unstuck. First impression of these Irwin extractor sockets, very, very impressed. So I hammered it on there. None of the grooves are bent. You can see everything's still perfectly straight. But if you come to this bolt and look, and I wonder, you just see how the deep, deep grooves in there. It just took one single time and she busted loose. I mean, that thing grabbed a hold of that. This is honestly my new favorite tools that I have, because they're the most common sizes. It was $36 for what it does, for the time that it saves, for the anger that it saves. Holy crap. That was literally just one step away from just removing your average bolt. That's it. A seam will be here shortly. I know I've already said that once. I'm gonna take one of the bolts off of the pressure plate ahead of time just to make sure that we can do that and without any problem, because I have, there's only, all right, Simmy's here and we're gonna, wait, where are you going? Are you leaving?
My car.
Where are you leaving?
Get my glove.
Simmy, don't leave me!
Where's the door?
Where's the door? All right, so I've already got easily.
Yeah, putting torque on it.
But you'd be a pretty decent risk of stripping it. Oh,
dude, that angle sucks.
I know. I know. And I'm too fat to sit up here. We have success!
That's a trainee-less.
Look at those scorch marks. Wow. Yeah, that's part of the clutch that is stuck.
Right. It's like welded itself.
Right. There's several parts. That's those middle pieces that we've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's done. Can you... Oh yeah. Oh. Damn. I thought I broke that bitch.
Yeah, seriously.
So I guess all's, because I thought that this was a different setup. I didn't realize that this had this piece in it. There's a couple different types of ACT clutches, and I did not think it was the one that had this piece on it that basically keeps these two like very close. And so I thought that it had like jammed itself in there, but this is actually the one that I wanted to upgrade. So what we could have done, because I thought that that was the problem.
Yeah.
The problem was this was all holding it to it. So all we would have had to do was take the fork out.
Now you got that new beefy one though.
Yeah, boy. I'm really, really impressed with this tool because I just got this out, completely unthreaded it from the turbo off of the downpipe, and like there was zero room. So I ended up using an adjustable wrench, and I used a cheater bar to actually break it loose. And I mean, it was if it were any other socket, I'd be like, yep, no, there's no freaking chance. I freaking love this. I don't know why I'm just now buying these. Hey, you want to go? No?
You'd win right now, I'm cold.
I will lose.
She did let me launch her car.
The rumble. It's just so iconic. I might get done with my car. I might have to just sell it. I don't know. No, probably not. A ton better. No, that pulls quite a bit better.
It wasn't wide open throttle, but
yeah. But no, that
was 20. Actually, I did go wide open in third, 20 pounds.
No, that is quite a difference from the last time.
It just comes on a lot smoother.
It does.
Like,
It was very smooth.
I don't know how much more power it actually makes, but.
Right.
You have a good night, sir.
You have a good night. Don't kill any 350Z drivers.
Shit, I'm just there for the show, man.
So there she is. It's actually a sweet little WRX. And compared to where it was at when I first encountered it, it's a lot quicker. Tomorrow morning I'm going to do some more cleanup on the underside. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning. What is going on, guys? It is the next day. I was going to, you know, clean the underside up, and I was so pumped up the other night. I went ahead and jumped under the car without you. I know, I'm sorry. I'm really trying not to work on the car without you guys. But I got under there and I was like, you know, I'm just gonna do it this way. I'm gonna, you know, clean it off a little bit, paint it, and then I'll address it in the future if it continues to get worse. And what I mean by worse is the crusty, the corrosion, and I've taken a bunch more bolts out that need the tumbler, and then there's a pile over here too, just rusty, crusty, just gross. I just got off the phone a little bit ago, and it is 100% official. I have my first sponsorship with Ecotecs down in St. Louis. If you don't know, that's the shop that rebuilt the STI motor that is in my Weiss Forester that we now have about 30,000 miles on, close, I think 25,000 miles on. Doesn't burn a drop of oil, has been really, really great. So I need to clean up, but oh boy, guess what came in today? Oh my gosh, my berries. I also opened up the box without you guys. I know, it was early in the morning when it showed up. It showed up at like 9 o'clock in the morning. That's early for me on my day off. And I didn't want to bust out the camera just yet. And I was sitting on the couch and I'm like, I'm opening this up. I'm just doing it. So, lay old. Boom. Oh my gosh. That is stunning. I know it's just a transmission mount, and I know it won't be seen very much at all, but wow, that is a piece of quality, if I've ever seen one. Also, I don't have a comparison for this one. Boom. Look at that. So both of these, if you can see the red bushings on them, both of them are the competition series bushings. They're not absolutely hard stable, but they're not the street version that they offer. If I need to, I can swap these out in the future for a low cost to do so. So I felt confident going ahead and ordering the competition series. Okay, screw it. I'm gonna tell you. Fine, you convinced me. So I'm contemplating stripping everything off the underside, taking the fuel tank out, taking the diff out, taking the rear subframe, front subframe, and then taking the full interior out and sandblasting the underside and some parts on the inside on the floor pan. With doing all of that, I'd be sending these off. I would be getting new control arms for the front, the rear, ones that I want. So those I wouldn't worry about. I'd be sending off the subframes to get sandblasted and powder coated. I mean, I could sandblast them myself, but depending on the weather at the time, there's not a bunch of extra room in here. So once I get it out from the car, I don't really have a bunch of room. So, you know, we'll see. Thanks for watching the video. Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can get video updates, and I'll see you next time.